Hello and welcome to another CCK vlog. Today's destination, Vidcon Baltimore. And I gotta say, it was okay. I know I'm going to be getting ahead a bit here, but if you are like me and expected this to be on the same level of Vidcon Anaheim, you are in for an underwhelming experience. Hell, Vidcon Baltimore didn't even have a separate badge for creators. It was just either community or industry. And while I don't regret going, I wish I found that out sooner because both the flight and the hotel were non-refundable. So I bit the bullet and just decided to go anyway. But for this vlog, we begin in a dark alley in downtown. The wet, moist floor provided a crunch for my footsteps as I... no, I'm just kidding. Of course I start off in my room. Hello, it's CRJ and this is the day of my flight. I'm catching a red-eye to Baltimore. A, that was all that was available, and B, scratch that. That was all that was available with airlines that offer extra legroom. Listen, I'm 6'1". I'm not going to spend 5 hours on a transcontinental flight in the fetal position. Okay, not going to happen.
Nice scrub!
So, I am partially packed. I have my clothes packed. I just still need to pack the toiletries and all my other electronics and video recording stuff. And while I did budget for this vacation, including food, transportation, and other hidden fees, there's a good chance I might come back broke because, simply put, life. See what happens when you don't support me on Patreon? Reminder, support me on Patreon. One thing I'm worried about is that the last time I tried to take a red-eye flight, the pilots flaked on me, and there was this whole hassle of just getting everything in order. Had to jump through so many other hoops and basically had to stay the night at the airport. So I'm praying to God that does not happen on my flight. But if there's anything I am looking forward to is... Sorry, that must have been a stress-induced headache. What I was saying is, the one thing I am looking forward to is just, you know, connecting with people and just sharing in the camaraderie of online video creation. Okay, enough talking, gotta resume packing. So yeah, man, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the experience cannot have been more Californian. I put my bags in the scanner, I go through the body detector, scans me. After I was declared not a threat, my TSA agent says, "Alright boss, give me a nice tap on the shoulder." Maybe because he's nice to me, because if Congress doesn't get off its ass within the next couple hours, he's going to be without pay for a while. Better have a few 20s on me when I leave Baltimore. Speaking of which, it's leaving here at LAX at gate 85. And it better remain at gate 85. Seriously, before I even came here, my flight was switching gates like 3 or 4 times already. Well, now that I know it's here, for now, I'm gonna get some overpriced airport grub. Actually, the airport grub was just $22. So after that, I returned to my gate where I enlightened myself by consuming some of the finest cerebral content the internet has to offer.
Peter, you forgot to feed the baby!
After that, it was boarding time. After we hit cruising altitude, the lights dimmed, and I went to bed for the night.
My little pony, my little pony.
Hello once again, I'm the Brony Reviewer.
Being into cartoon ponies isn't a fetish for everyone. Some of us, it's their sexual orientation.
Alright, I finally made it to Baltimore. And I'm letting y'all know right now, the hobo who has to sleep on a park bench got a better night's sleep than I did. The last time I took a domestic red-eye flight, they were kind enough to offer blankets and pillows, but I guess I did not pay United enough money. Now, the important thing is I made it to the airport on one piece. I just need to pick up my luggage and head straight to the hotel. And sure, check-in time is not going to be for a while, but I'm a paying guest, damn it. So upon arriving, it turns out I'm not the only one on the flight who is attending Vidcon Baltimore. In fact, social media star Sean Does Magic was on the same flight as me. Here I am getting a meet and greet selfie from him for free. So after that meet and greet, I hopped in an Uber and headed straight for my hotel. Okay, I finally made it to my hotel. Next step. God, even laying down on this thing improperly, full of clothes, with no pillow under my head, it's still miles ahead of that stupid airline seat, wasting precious memory card space and I don't even care. After I rested up, I hit up Jimmy's Famous Seafood, where I had crab soup and seafood pasta. So yeah, Jimmy's Famous Seafood is not just good, they're based. What I mean? Well, not that long ago, in fact, I think earlier this year, so PETA was, as always, being preachy and whiny and put up a billboard with a crab on it saying, "I am not food." But where others saw this as a crisis, okay, not a crisis, a mild annoyance, Jimmy's Famous Seafood saw this as an opportunity and decided to clap back at PETA by posting this sign. And yes, this is real. And PETA, being the thin-skinned leaf eaters they are, put Jimmy's Famous Seafood on blast, to which Jimmy's Famous Seafood doubled down by releasing a People Eating Tasty Animal shirt and a local in-house brew called PETA Tears. I would have gone Sigma Chi Beta on a huge frosted mug of that stuff, but I had a convention to attend. I didn't want to deal with a hangover. Oh, and if any PETA tards are watching, do you know who else likes to eat meat? Animals. Don't worry, Nova. I'll never let them take away your yummy, yummy, meaty treats. Oh, if the leftover chicken I cooked the other day didn't have garlic on it, I'd feed it to you and stick it to these guys. Okay, so it's the next day and, whoa. Well, the finish on this desk I'm using is very slippery, look. Okay, I can play a nice game of air hockey. Okay, back on topic. Okay, so last night after Jimmy's Famous Seafood, I hit up a Maryland grocery store to buy some supplies. And the best Maryland souvenir of them all, Old Bay. You know, you think something as famous as Old Bay, they'd have it in my neck of the woods, but trust me, one time we used a recipe that called for Old Bay seasoning, and none of the grocery stores in my area had them. Speaking of grocery stores in different states, I also wanted to buy beer, but here's an example of California privilege. None of the stores here in Maryland, in fact, most other states, sell beer in their grocery stores. And I thought it was just hard liquor. I thought they were allowed to sell, like, some softer, low alcohol content stuff like beer, but nope. No booze whatsoever. So if you're planning on moving out of California, that's one privilege you're giving up. So today is badge pickup day, but it's not till 3. And it's only for the community badge. There is no separate badge for creators. So unfortunately, I'll have to share my line with Dream Stands. But there is one thing Vidcon Baltimore has over Anaheim. Fly a drone. to those of you who don't know, Baltimore is one of America's most important and historic cities. Why, I'm standing in the same spot where Thomas Jefferson stood, where he told the British, "Tax these nuts." After that history lesson, I made my way to another Baltimore institution, Chaps Pit Beef, where I had pit beef. And mark my words, as soon as I get my hands on a Jersey Mike style deli slicer, I am so going to recreate this. Okay, I'm now done at Chaps. I'm off to pick up my badge. I was originally going to come here from Chaps and go to my hotel. But two things. One, it wasn't open for badge collection yet. Number two, just like in Anaheim, they're very selective about what gets in. You can't have a backpack that's too big, and my backpack is too big. So I'm going in with nothing but my camera. Be a lot easier if the side entrances were open. Well, so far there doesn't seem to be a huge ass line like the one in Anaheim. You are still likely to get stabbed by a hobo when you're outdoors, so. Alright, enough talk, let's get my badge. Super short line. So far, so good. Hey, Mark Walters. Hey. Hey. Alright. Nothing good. Like your videos. Alright. Okay, bit of a clarification. That guy is Mark Walters, who hosts the YouTube channel Walters World. And while his YouTube videos are pretty simple in editing, he has an encyclopedic knowledge of travel and cities. So if you want to get the lowdown on a future city you're traveling to, definitely check out his channel. His link is right here. Okay, got my badge. Now all I have to do is... with that... Scare me. I don't know who you are. Guys, I have something to confess to you. This isn't my first time to Baltimore or the Baltimore Convention Center. I've been here before. I used to be a brony. Yeah, shocker, a fat dude with a neck beard is into My Little Pony. It was a whole real, what was I thinking moment. Oh no, maybe one day when I'm less embarrassed I can make a future video on this. I just look back and I cringe. If I'm so embarrassed, then why did I join in the first place? It's a long story, but I'll try and condense it down. Of course, the first time I heard about the Brony Phantom, I was, like you, confused and weirded out. Then one day I decided to watch the show, and it was better than I expected. I mean, the creator of this also worked on the Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. That would explain its goodness. And the fandom at first was pretty awesome and diverse. I could be myself. I didn't feel the need to put on a face. I could exchange in-jokes. It was awesome. Hell, the Brony Phantom even got over my fear of transgendered people, and this was like 2013-ish. This was when the trans rights movement barely got started. Before then, I just kind of viewed transgendered people as just circus freaks, and thanks to the Brony Phantom, I now view them as human. And that was so awesome about the fandom. Unfortunately, good things come to an end. And for the Brony Phantom, it was a slow, gradual buildup of degeneracy. It just felt like year by year, month by month, I just started to relate less and less to the fandom, and I just don't know why. And it dawned on me that basically what I thought the Brony Phantom was at first ended up what it became. You know, it used to be this wonderful, diverse community filled with so many different people from all walks of life, to antisocial, unkempt fatsos who live chronically online. Hey, I'm just a fatso, okay? If any female Gen Zers are watching, I just want to apologize from the bottom of my heart on behalf of bronies for tainting your childhood. Well, I'm in no hurry to head back to the hotel. Don't want to face the wrath of the cleaning lady after what I did to my mattress. Well, with those intrusive thoughts dealt with, let's take a look around. Okay, never mind. A good chunk of the convention center is closed off, but I'm not ready to face the wrath of the cleaning lady. I found something I can do. Someone left an office chair lying about here in the open, so time to make my own fun. Of course, here at Vidcon, it's the typical clientele: makeup encrusted influencers, blue-haired they-themers. But one of them was a black guy dressed in complete 70s getup. Even his hairdo was like a 70s fro. I know some of you are laughing or rolling your eyes, and in the spirit of the 70s, what used to be right is wrong. True, but ain't no stopping him now. He's on the move. I mean, come on, every girl goes crazy for a sharp-dressed man. Yeah, I know that song's from the 80s, shut up. Okay, as I speak right now, the cleaning lady is probably dialing her therapist. But in the meantime, let's get some cheap Baltimore crap. This must be the Karen section of the gift store. A kid's book about pirates. Because nothing says kid-friendly like stealing ships, killing innocent civilians, and drinking enough rum till you pass out. Oh, trust me, it gets much more darker and messed up than that. Check out Sam O'Nella's video if you don't believe me. Edgar Allan Poe quoteth the YouTuber. Never really was that interested in Allan Poe, to be honest. Poe! Alright, it's day one here at Vidcon Baltimore, and we're off to a slow start. And, well, I'm off to a slow start. I don't know, unlike Anaheim VidCon, I didn't really feel the need to rush to get here. No, maybe because my hotel is literally right there. Panels I want to attend aren't until like, I don't know, 1 o'clock at the latest. And I can only access the convention through the Pratt Street lobby. Be much more easier if I can get to the sides, but VidCon is run by a bunch of neurotics. I didn't have this problem when I went to BronyCon, which aren't neurotics, but degenerates. Trust me, that raunchy mayonnaise jar meme started with us. Well, VidCon, both Anaheim and Baltimore, have a strict small backpack policy. And this is my backpack. Not sure what they're trying to prevent me from doing from getting a big backpack, but then again, some social media stars are idiots, so whose fault is it really? Gotta be honest, I thought the exhibit hall would be more bumping. But I gotta be honest, the place is understocked. Even the Creator Inc. stand, which was super stocked at Anaheim VidCon, is, I don't know, that half inventory. Honestly, it kind of feels like a big box store on its last legs. Let's not give up hope. Maybe I can still find something I can spend my money on.
Basically eliminating.
Hello. Hey.
What's your dog's names?
This is Nico and Max.
Hi Nico, hi Max. So far the highlight of the convention are these two cute little Yorkies. And boy, does that say a lot. Horchata Soto. Man, what a ripoff. I thought they were selling actual horchatas. Lord knows I could use one right about now. These animatronics are nice, but I like this giant, big LCD screen behind me. Heck, this is much cooler than a green screen. Support me on Patreon so I can buy one. So, as you type in your credit card information, you're probably wondering what those dolphin animatronics are all about. That's pretty interesting. PBS set up a booth for their upcoming docuseries, Spy in the Ocean, where a film crew basically stuffs camera inside robots resembling sea life. That way we get a nice, intimate, personal, up-close look with the fishies. Interesting, but not my scene. The only way I'm going to get nice and intimate with the fishies is if they're deep fried in beer batter and served with a side of tartar sauce. This convention's mid. Kumbaya. I am bored out of my mind. Kumbaya. I prefer actual camping at this point. Kumbaya. I wouldn't be as bored. Kumbaya. Afterwards, I checked out VidCon's quiet room. And let me tell you right now, this place really is quiet. I gotta be honest, it's like a really boring levels of the back rooms. So boring the monster doesn't even come out and try to attack me. Soon enough, I attended my first panel, Nixie Negativity. You know, it's funny, originally I wasn't going to attend the panel, but that morning after I uploaded a few of my YouTube shorts, I got a couple of comments fat shaming me, and this isn't the typical lol, you're fat type of fat shaming. That I can handle. It's these really annoying, pseudo-polite, I'm just worried about your health type comments. And those are the comments that really get under my skin. Hey asshole, you think I like being this big? I'm trying to lose weight, but life keeps getting in the way, and eating healthy is expensive. I don't care if I've gone 3 minutes without saying it. I'm saying it again. Support me on Patreon. Just got done with the panel, but the next panel I wanted to attend is in the same room. And I didn't know that until it was too late, and now I have to stand in this long line. Gotta move the blood around. The next panel was about how creators went from relatively unknown to viral, and how they handled it. Okay, so I just got done with the panels. I learned a lot of useful stuff for when I become famous, and also what to do with haters. I found out there's a block button. So pick your words carefully, brown shirts. Oh man, I can't believe I missed this the last time, but there's an open bar. Going Baltimore. Okay, so I ordered myself a gin and tonic. Of course, I need this to repress the memories of the last time I was here in Baltimore. Repress that memory. And so ends day one at Baltimore. The second day is normally what makes things better, so fingers crossed. Right now, I need to catch an Uber to my restaurant because I'm hungry. Catch you tomorrow. Okay, it's the final day here at VidCon Baltimore. And if it was up to me, I'd crash all day at the hotel, but there's this really important panel I gotta attend. Monetizing your passion. How to make money as a small creator. Things in life costs money. My day job isn't paying as well as it once was. And no matter how many times I plug it, y'all are still not signing up at Patreon. So hopefully, once I attend this, Surfshark and Manscaped will help pay my bills. Anyway, I attended the panel and I learned a thing or two. So if I were to sum up that panel, it's basically diversify your income. There's the aforementioned Patreon, which I mentioned a bunch, and I'm going to mention it one more time. Support me on Patreon. Well, but there is another way I can potentially make money, and that is to join the Amazon Influencer Program. But Amazon is evil. Please don't sell out to Lord Bezos. Well then, support me on Patreon! Okay, just got done with the panel. And some of it was stuff I already knew, and some stuff, but the other stuff was stuff I can use to my advantage. Okay, I'm gonna roam around the exhibit hall for a bit, then call it a day and head back to the hotel. Awkward, I know, but hey, extra subscriber, can't say no. Well, I ran out of things to do here, so I guess my time at VidCon Baltimore 2023 it comes to an end. So how do I sum this up? Well, I got some people to subscribe to me, but not as much as I was hoping. Well, compared to the Anaheim one, this one's definitely smaller. Like 1/3 the size. Even though, sadly, there's not as many things to do here as there is at the Anaheim one, I felt like I still got my money's worth. Will I be coming back? I'm gonna let this convention grow until it reaches at least almost the size as the Anaheim one. Alright, now to put this camera away because I got an early morning flight tomorrow. See you back in LA, big buddy. And that was my trip to Vidcon Baltimore. I already gave everything away at the beginning, so I'm just going to keep it nice and condensed. It's basically the demo version of Vidcon Anaheim. And yes, if you're wondering, I'm back at Vidcon Anaheim in 2024. Don't worry. And this has been my Baltimore vlog. Recipe videos resume next week. The week after, no video. It's Thanksgiving. But I'll see you soon. Ta-ta for now.
From Equestria, we're a long, long way. We're a long way from Equestria.